Hey everyone, how's it going? Boomslang here. Welcome to the channel. So it is Saturday. It is 6:30 p.m. here in New Jersey on the East Coast, and I went to a card show today. Blackwood Card Show, first ever, first one, and it was okay. It was set up in two different halls, two different rooms, and I didn't get any footage from the show. I just went in there and I was walking around and I was looking for what I was looking for. And yeah, so here's what I've picked up. Mr. Airtime, good evening. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I'm about to show everybody how many tables. It was a lot. The one hall probably had 40 tables in it. The other, I didn't even make it to the other hall. I ran out of money in the first hall. But from talking to other people, the other hall was a lot of Pokemon stuff with some vintage card sellers in there. But I had spent all my money in hall number one. I came home with literally $6 to my name. Entry fee was $10. If I'd have gotten my ticket online, it would have been $5. But so it was about 75 tables, I'm going to guess, 75 to 80 tables. Could have been more, but definitely not less than 80 tables or 75 tables. Could have been more. So I talked to the promoter on my way out. He was sitting there taking, filling in for someone who was taking admission fees and stuff like that. And I said, so after seeing the success of your, yeah, I know, but if I got online, it would have been $5. And so I asked him, well, given the success of your show, are you planning to have other ones? And he's like, yeah, we got a second date already planned. And let me find out what I did with that paper. Well, it was going to be in this bag, and it's not. Oh, right here it is, right next to me. So, J&M Productions LLC presents the 2025 Card Show Expo. Up next, the Forum in Blackwood. Jeff, that was literally like 4 miles from your house. It was a couple miles past the outlet thing there. You know what I mean? The outlet stores. Literally just a couple miles from your house. So he said he had a second date. Well, he's got 2 more dates. He's got a September 6th and December 14th dates. So yeah, he says he's planning on continuing and even expanding and growing it already. He's focused on that. I said, well, you have a lot of competition locally for card shows and stuff like that. Just so you know, he goes, yep, I know, but he's prepared. So what did I buy? What did I pick up? Well, I spent, let's see if my math does me right. 25, 50, 75, 85, about $125 spent. And this is what I got. So first things first, and in no particular dealer, I think I bought only from 3 different vendors. We're going to switch cameras here, and we're going to show you guys what I got. Plastic bag. I'm reporting you to the authorities. I know. I didn't bring that up. But yeah, I could go to jail. I can't throw that in the trash. Can't throw it in the recyclables anyway. I'll go to jail for sure for that one. Let me switch cameras, and we are going to have a look down about what you see on the screen. All right, so again, I spent about $125. Here's one that I saw, some 1927 soccer cards issued by John Player and Sons, branch of the Imperial Tobacco. So these are tobacco, and I didn't even open these up. I just saw them in this guy's thing, and he said $25. I'm like, I'm taking them. He says it's probably not a complete set. I said, I don't care. I just want them. I want them. So they're in great shape. Look at that. In 1927, I'm sorry, 1927 vintage, guys. That's insane. Sorry, I was getting glare. I'll do them all again for y'all. And number 13, number 6, number 35, number 24. So it's not definitely not the complete set. Number 2, number 29, number 34, and number 21. It's still not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So what's that? Like $3 a piece? I could probably ask $10 or more a piece in my store. Second thing I got was these here stack of old non-sports cards. Same manufacturer. This was 50 cents. This one here was 50 cents for these cards. And these are just like Players cigarettes. Players cigarettes. Again, Players cigarettes is, I guess, the cigarette company. Sergeant Murphy, Grand National, 1925. So, you know, they must be like big horse race winners. 42, Masters Robert, winner of the Grand National, 1924. Winner of the War National, 1918, and Grand National, 1919. Troy Town, this one, winner of the Grand National, 1920. Sean Spada, winner of the Grand National, 1921. Sergeant Murphy, winner of the Grand National, 1923. So, and this was Prothelin, whatever. Don't know what that name is, but Troy Town and Sean and whatever. So some more 1920s vintage era non-sports cards or sports cards. Pseudo sports, we'll call it, right, Jeff? Calling it pseudo sports cards. All right. So these here were 6 cards for $5. So I basically raped him of all his Bobby Witt Jr. cards. There's $5 there. $10. $15 and another one, right? But I didn't stop there. Then I picked up again. This was part of the 5 for $6. 6 for $5. Got some Willie Mays die cuts, another Willie Mays Mojo refractor. Here's another Bobby Witt Jr. Another Bobby Witt Jr. Got a Hank Aaron die cut. Hank Aaron Mojo refractor. Nice refractor Topps Chrome of Ted Williams. Another Topps Chrome Ted Williams refractor. Here's a die cut Ted Williams. Here's another Mickey Mantle Topps Black Gold Mickey Mantle. Here's a Grapefruit League Greats Don Mattingly. No, it's not the die cut. Here's a Mojo refractor of McGuire. Another Mojo refractor of McGuire. Here's 20th Century Showcase Nolan Ryan from Upper Deck. You will definitely have to list those 1927 cards manually. Who knew what CDP would identify them as? I'm going to try them anyway, just to see what they'll identify them as. If they don't find anything, then I don't get charged for it, but that's all right. Here's a Nolan Ryan from Panini Donruss. Very cool looking card. Here's a 35th anniversary Hank Aaron, just a base card. Here's another Ted Williams. Here's a Paul Skeens, non-rookie, but it's still a Skeens, right? Die cut 70th kind of anniversary platinum players, Yogi Berra. Here's a Mike Trout. Here's a Albert Pujols and some kind of reptilian type of design. And this is a gold Alex Rodriguez laser line gold card of A-Rod. So that stack there was $35 worth there, and I got top loaders to go with them. So win-win. All right, these were this stack here was $8 for this stack here. These are 50 cents a piece, and I picked up this Aliens and Predator card from Topps. Another Alien versus Predator card from Topps again. Another Alien versus Predator card. Again, Topps. Don't know what year. This was interesting. I saw this. I'm like, holy cow! This was a $15,000 or $13,000 card. Marked down to $100. Marked down to $40. Wow! I won it. It says, Mr. Tagger stalks his prey, snapping branches in his way. And it's just a playing card. But it was 50 cents. I'm like, oh, that's a cool looking card. I'll list it. Someone might like it. Someone might like Tigger's and they might want it. I don't know. That was more like a filler one towards the end. Cost on the top loaded cards. Well, so the big stack was $35 for all these that were top loaded. But these other top loaders were 50 cents a piece. So every other card from here on out was only 50 cents a card. So I saw this Star Wars card here. So I snatched it up. Saw this Star Wars card. Snatched it up. Star Wars Masterwork from Topps. And these are some thick cards. Here's another Star Wars card. Bo-Katan. She's the was top Mandalorian. Then she lost her thing, and then she had to earn it back again. Here's one of the top Jedi women. And here's some kind of animal. I don't know. It says Dewback. 50 cents a piece. And here's one here. It says 50th Lucasfilm Limited and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. And so that's that one. Hey, Rob G, how's it going? Then I saw these for 50 cents. They had these Power Ranger cards. I figured, all right, we'll see. Maybe someone will want to buy Power Ranger cards for 50 cents. Why not? Let's get these out of the way here. So I picked up some of these really cool looking Power Ranger cards. Megazord and stuff like that. There's the green Power Ranger. Here's the black Power Ranger. Or it's a bad guy. Now it says Black Power Ranger. Power Foil subset. And then here's the Blue Ranger, I guess. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The white, it's a white Ranger, but he's mostly in blue. Go figure. Guess you go by the color of the helmet, which he looks like he might be a cobra or some snake or something. I don't know. He's a lizard for sure, being green. Yeah. So you got two of the green ones. All right. So again, everything from here on out was 50 cents a card. Got this nice record breaker Walter Payton card, 1988 tops. Here's a something funky stamp there. Fury, Edge Fury. Something. Jerry Rice, though. I got this 89 record breaker Dan Marino, 1989 tops. Here's a Jerry Rice record breaker. Here's a 1973 or 71. 1971 tops football. Because it was in decent shape. Here's another one. Here's a Steve Young. Second year in the NFL, maybe. He's got a couple of 3 USFLs there. Here's a really cool looking Tony Dorsett. Prism. So hold on. Gotta find my phone. There it is. Okay, you should be good. Yep. All right. And couldn't pass on this Andy Reid. It's got the, I don't know, little donut holes or whatever you want to call it there, bubbles. Prism 2024. Here's a Nick Chubb that was kind of glittery, all glittered up. I'm like, oh, that's a cool looking card. Playbook, Nick Chubb for the Browns. Here's a cool looking Dan Marino, like playing card. Quarterback Kings. Here's a Tom Brady Voltiac or something like that. Tops composite, it says, whatever that means. Here's a Barry Sanders Dunraz green border. I don't know if it says press proof on it too. So it's a press proof, which adds value to the card. Here's another Dan Marino score. Pretty cool looking card. Here's another Marino from Mosaic. Kind of stained glass background. Old school Dan Marino. Here's a Christian McCaffrey Mosaic. Got game. Here's an Emmitt Smith Midnight from Topps. Again, it says Topps composite. Very, very thickish card. Here's a green bordered Tony Dorsett. Prism. Here's a TD Sensations from Fleer 91, I think. Emmitt Smith. Here's a Touchdown Masters Emmitt Smith from Mosaic again. Another Emmitt Mosaic Men of Mastery. Another Emmitt. Another Midnight one. Another Men of Mastery Emmitt. Reflections from Score Emmitt and Ezekiel Elliott. Emmitt Old School with the stained glass. Emmitt Playoff. Emmitt from 2000 Bowman. Emmitt Stadium Chrome. Can only find that one Barry Sanders card, though. Here's Emmett from Upper Deck. Here's an Barry Sanders Stadium Club. Dan Marino Stadium Club. Here's a Jerry Rice from Score. Jerry Rice Stadium Club. Patrick Mahomes from Prestige 2022. Again, more, everything here is 50 cents a card. So Wayne Gretzky charter member card, Stadium Club. Here's some rodeo guy, Jess Lockwood. No idea, just says rodeo. Says Gowdy, Jess Lockwood rodeo in 2019. The Beast event of 2019, whatever. So it's but it says 2021 Upper Deck Company. So it's from 2021. Here's a McDonald's, the high jump with Jackie Joyner Kersey. McDonald's sports tips from 1990. Does have a little bit of paper loss on the back because it was a tear out card. The paper is there. It's just kind of peeled backish. Oh, you just sold a Jess Lockwood auto card? Very nice. Get him tucked in there. Here's Moondog Spot, WWF card, I guess. Collect all 66 Pro Wrestling Star cards from like 1985 or something, it says. Here's a McDonald's Howard Paulette pitcher 100th anniversary, 1892 to 1992. Pacific trading cards. 49 of 55 card set. Here's a Austin Jackson, like a cracked ice or whatever I call it. I don't know. It says 2011 Topps Chrome Base Atomic Refractor number 28 Austin Jackson, and it's numbered to 226, 208 of 226. And yeah, this vendor had some cards that had this little thing in the back here. I don't know what that was all about, but he had some there, and so I'm like, oh, it's a numbered card that someone might want. Picked this up for 50 cents. A Reds Rookie Stars from 1969. There's a 73 Topps Jim Mason. Here's a Fleer EX of Chippa Jones. Here's a Top Stadium Club members only Ken Griffey Jr. Here's a Coca-Cola 1981 Topps Dave Parker. Here's a 1968 Topps Clay Dalrymple, 50 cents. That'll sell. Here's a Leo Posada 1961 rookie, and 50 cents. That'll sell. It's a 1965 Topps Jim Fergozzi, 50 cents. All day I'd buy them. 1969 Topps Paul Popovich for the Doyers. Here's a 2021 Donruss Babe Ruth. Here's a Topps Chrome Juan Soto Strokes. Here's a Topps Chrome all etch Juan Soto. Here's a fancy looking Taylor Trammell. Says rookie debut, and it is numbered to 299. Here's a 1965 Topps Dave Moorhead, 50 cents all day. Here's a 2021 Donruss Mike Trout, like the purple border, maybe foil refractor or whatever foil. Here's a Jacob deGrom blue border, I'm assuming, not numbered. So that's that stack. Okay, put that there. And put you guys here. Back there we belong. You guys have been looked at. All right. Looked at the Power Rangers stacks that were done there. Okay. All right. Next, we've got last stack of cards are what I picked up. Paper slippers from ComC. Okay, so he got it off of someone who maybe bought it off of ComC or bought it off ComC himself. I don't know. But here you go. So basically, I picked these up for my son, and then he's to go through them and find out which ones he doesn't have for his PC. And then the rest will come back to me, and I'll throw them in my store. But basically, it's Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. So different Brett Favre cards. Legends of the Gridiron. All-time franchise. Old school. Quarterback kings. Here's a die-cut quarterback, all-pro quarterback from Upper Deck, I'm assuming. Yeah, got the like a copper logo, hologram on the back. Touchdown Masters, Brett Favre from Mosaic. Brett Favre, Topps Chrome, all etch. Midnight, Brett Favre from Topps Composite. Here's flashbacks, 1974. He was just a gleam in his daddy's eyes in 1974. Favre becomes second quarterback to top 60,000 yards. And that's from Heritage. And then we go to the Aaron Rodgers side of things. So here's Aaron Rodgers, really cool looking design here, whatever prism design or whatever. Here's another cool Aaron Rodgers design, again in the Jets uniform. Another one looks like electrical bolts or lightning bolts. It's the Donruss Elite Series. Here's Epic Performers from Mosaic. Here's My House by Optic. This is the similar one as this Electric Performers, I believe. What's this one here? No, same one. Yeah, Epic Performers. Same photo, right? Different background. That's all. A different border, but it's Donruss Dominators. Here's a landscape card from Optic. First Sparks. Anyway, it's Prism Panini. Here's another one, but it's got the whole little I don't know what to call them, little donut rings or whatever. Same card. Another Aaron My House refractor this time. Here's the Dominators. There's Stars 2021 certified. Men of Autumn from Score. Got Game from Mosaic. Mosaic again. This is a yellow type foiler. Prism type. Yeah. Winning Tickets. Panini Contenders. Aaron Rodgers. Dominators again. Different design, probably different years, who knows. Here's a Winning Ticket from Contenders. Here's Optic Aaron Rodgers. Here's a landscape card. All-time fantasy legends. 26.5 points per game in 2011. That's when it was good. Stargazing from Absolute Football. Will to Win from Mosaic. Select Numbers. This is Red Zone from Absolute, I guess. Here's one. Looks like he's in the Oregon Ducks uniform. Aaron Rodgers. Here's another neat design. Aaron Rodgers. Turbocharged Aaron Rodgers. Elite Aaron Rodgers. We're going to stop saying Aaron Rodgers. We're just going to show you pictures and tell you what it's from. Action All Pros. Dominators. This is a Dunruss highlights. Yes, highlights. Rookies and Stars, Precision Passers. Mr. Rogers Neighborhood. Here's a Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers Reflections. Rookie 2005, Aaron Rodgers. 4,000 yards, Aaron Rodgers. Tops. Chronicles. Contenders Football 2019. Another landscape. It says Legendary Logos, Lambeau Field. Scoreboard 35-31. Green Bay. Here's again Absolute. It's Absolute Football Team Pros with Aaron Rodgers and two other dudes, Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. All right, then I stumbled across some basketball. So I had my Basketball Jones going. I got a Basketball Jones. I got a Basketball Jones for baby you and me. Kevin Porter. Dishing it off for the Washington Bullets. Can't say that now. How about the, what year is that? That's from 74-75. This is even earlier. This is from like 19 70, 71, something like that. I see 1969 on the back. But either way, it's the NBA Western Finals, Lakers versus the Warriors. Lakers, Golden State Lakers. So that's how the series went. Lakers win 3, lose 1, and then take the 4th one. Holding the Golden State Warriors to 3 games under 100 points scored. And there it is. Over 25 is, don't know. How about this 1990 Fleer, Larry Bird, card 2 of 20. I believe these are stickers. 2 of 20. And lastly, this I have some of these elsewhere. Assist leaders, though. This is Marcus Johnson, Eric Money, and Mike Bratz. Not household names, but they're tri cards where they're little perforations. You can separate them. I've seen them separated before, but obviously the value is in keeping them intact together. And then I had just a couple of dupes. I don't know what I did with my dupes. Oh, here's the dupes. So after I picked up and I went through, I'm like, oh crap, I already got one of that one. Okay, well, there's another Aaron Rodgers. Oh, geez, I had this one too. Oh, that's okay. And then, oh, look, I got a third one of that one now. And then the will to win, I got one of them too. And oh, look, and I got this Brett Favre. Becomes second quarterback to top 60,000 yards. So those are duplicates. And that's it, guys. Whew. 37 minutes in. Live stream is over. Y'all can, do what you want. I am going to spend some time looking these up now, seeing what they go for and all that good stuff. And any other questions and or comments? Don't forget to visit my eBay store down below, along with Jeff Airtimes. And looks like you have some listing to do tonight. Not tonight. I got all day tomorrow, my friend. No mail's going out. Nothing. I do have some sales, by the way. I did. Let's see. Let's go back. I don't know how to share my screen. I can do this. I can do this. Let's see this. Can I turn the camera? My chips. My chips. My wife says, let me get my chips, will you? So I don't know if you guys can see that screen or not. Trying to get it going here. Let me see. Now let me go back to my StreamYards. Nope, you can't see it. You can see the very bottom of. I gotta bring it up more. Hold on. Oh, look at that. In perpetuity, the just screen goes forever. So there it is. I sold what? Pete Rose card, GPK, Fran Tarkenton football card from 76. I sold a I don't know, checklist or mascot card, Rocks, Donut, Wichita Pilots, Rocks Dugout. I don't know. Another Pete Rose card, another Pete Rose, a Pete Rose, and a Pete Rose. And I sold these 1968 Rona Martin's Laughing cards. And I also had another sale, but the buyer requested to, requested to cancel the order, so I canceled the order. It was only a single card anyway, so what the heck. And that's it, guys. That's all that I have. I think my camera messed up. Let's see. Let's go back to settings. Oh, no, it's working. Why is the thing? The thing is red though. The whole Magilla is red. Yet it is working. Right? You guys are seeing the camera, right? You're seeing the cards. Now you can see me. I changed the cameras, and now the ring is blue. It's got a blue ring. And when I switch back, stay blue, turns green, and now it's green. So maybe it just goes red because I'm manipulating it too much. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a professional. I have no idea. All I know is there it is. And we're back. So guys, that'll be it. Any other questions and or comments, bitches, grudge, moans, and complaints, or anything like that? I don't want to hear it. And thank you for tuning in and watching and sharing in my new purchases. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Not necessarily in that order, but in some order would be nice. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be nice. It costs you nothing. It's free, and it'll help me grow my channel. Okay, we will see you later. Okay, Jeff, take it easy. Should have went to the show. I spent all my money, so I won't be going to the show with you, and I got to start storing up my money again. There was some nice stuff there. So, yeah. But anyway, they'll be back again. They have two more scheduled this year. And we'll get to go to one of them again. And I also want to hit up that one all the way up in Burlington, right? Because that was the dime boxes, nickel boxes, and all that good stuff. Real value there. All right. Peace, everyone. See you guys in the next one. I'm out. My outro video is going to be. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Select. Deselect. The outro video automatically plays before the end of the stream or recording. All right. No outro. Let's just go. Peace. We're out. Ending the stream now.